Welcome to Fayetteville State University New Hire Orientation for students and temporary employees. We are so glad that you've made the decision to join our team. While it is our strongest desire to get you properly onboarded, before we get started, we would like to issue this disclaimer. The information contained in this presentation is not a contract and is subject to change by the proper authorities. It should be understood that the explanations in these summaries cannot alter, modify, or otherwise change the controlling legal documents or general statutes in any way, nor can any right accrue by reason of any inclusion or omission of any statement in this presentation. Now, let's get to it. The Human Resources Employment Team would like to extend to you our warmest welcome and review some important policies that relate to our student and temporary employee population. First, let's define student worker. These are students who fill FSU employment positions on our campus and within our departments. This is not referring to students who are employed under our federal work-study program, which is overseen by our financial aid department. Please note the following. If you are a student employee, you are only permitted to work a total of 20 hours per week. This includes any work-study positions. You are permitted to have more than one contracted position, but the total number of hours worked per week cannot exceed 20. If you are a temporary employee, you are permitted to work up to 40 hours per week. Note that if you work 30 or more, you are eligible for benefits, which we will talk about in more detail in a later segment. And regardless of your status, full-time or part-time, you must take a 31-day break in service after 11 months of continuous employment with the university. This can be done prior to the 11th month mark at your department's discretion. Whether you are student or temporary, you are not permitted to work until you have signed your employment contract in Human Resources, and for both student and temporary employees, your positions are designated at will and can be terminated at any time at the discretion of your department. You may still have some additional questions about your first days as an FSU employee. Well, in the next few moments, my colleagues and I hope to provide you with all the answers. In our lineup, we have some helpful and timely information regarding payroll and timekeeping, benefits, the Bronco One card, parking information from our Department of Police and Public Safety. So stay tuned and here's some information from the FSU Payroll Department.
Welcome to Fayetteville State University, a place where our motto, res non verba, deeds not words, goes beyond the classroom. The payroll office is responsible for administration of all FSU payrolls, including tax reporting, web time entry, time approving, as well as the many other facets of payroll accounting. We are here to assist you and provide you with information that will ensure timely salary payments each paycheck. We strive for quality customer satisfaction and welcome everyone to please feel free to contact us with any questions or concerns. We look forward to serving you in the future. Payroll is an essential aspect of employment. It is imperative that you submit your direct deposit enrollment and tax forms to assist in your transition as a new employee. Submit direct deposit and tax forms to the payroll office as soon as possible. All FSU employees are required to participate in direct deposit. Your employment contract must be signed and processed before time can be submitted for payment. Student employees who are enrolled at least half-time, meaning 6 credit hours, are exempt from paying FICA taxes. All student, non-work study, and temporary employees must submit a timesheet based on FSU's time entry procedures and deadlines. Please be mindful that time entry for payroll adheres to a strict schedule. Here are the important payroll documents that you will see in your employee packet. Make sure you fill them out completely. If you have any questions regarding your tax documents, please contact a tax preparer or refer to www.irs.gov. 24 to 48 hours after you have completed new employee orientation and obtained your banner, which is your employee ID number, you will be able to log into Self-Service Banner to log your hours. Time periods are processed in 2-week increments. Let's walk through how you will submit your time. Go to www.uncfsu.edu. Click on Faculty and Staff at the top of the screen. Scroll down to the right-hand side and click on the banner Login Quick link. Your user login will be your banner number and your password will be the one given to you by ITTS. After you have signed in, you can either click on the Employee tab or the Employee link under Personal Information. You will then click on Timesheet for temporary and student employees. Once you have accessed the timesheet selection criteria, make sure the Access My Timesheet radio button is enabled and click Select at the bottom. You will see your position and drop down for each period. Once you have selected the appropriate period, click Select and this will take you to your timesheet. Click on Enter Hours under each day and key in your time in and out. Always review your timesheet before submitting. Once you have keyed your time for the 2-week period and reviewed, click on Submit for approval. Your PIN is the same as your banner login. Please also make sure you click the Submit button. Finally, always check to make sure you see the timesheet was submitted successfully message after you key in your PIN and hit Submit. As a biweekly employee, your payday will always be on a Friday, unless it falls on a holiday. If this happens, your payday will be on that Thursday. Please refer to the current biweekly pay schedule that you will be given at orientation for specific dates. Self-Service Banner is also a tool that you can use to review your employee pay information that we have on file, i.e. bank information, pay stubs, W-4 withholdings, and your W-2 if you consent for electronic retrieval. In addition to being able to view your pay stub online, you will receive a pay advice to your email each payday from Banner Payroll at uncfsu.edu. To access the email, you will need to sign in with the password. Here is a walkthrough of the instructions. Click on the receipt.pdf. Your password is the first letters of your last name, lowercase, and the last 4 of your social security number. No spaces, no dots or dashes. If you have any questions about documents or electronic timesheets, please feel free to contact the payroll team. Once again, welcome to Fayetteville State University. Attitude check.
Bronco Pride.
Thanks for that information. Now that you've heard from our payroll department, try answering the following. Who should submit electronic timesheets? All student and temp employees paid on an hourly schedule. Your employment contract will help you determine if you fall in this category. Let's try another. When do you submit your electronic timesheet? Every other Monday, based on the current biweekly payroll schedule. Mark your calendars. Great job. Now on to benefits.
Hello, welcome to Fayetteville State University. We hope your first day on the job has been a great success. Fayetteville State University is a rewarding place to work, full of professionals willing to assist you with your questions. Fayetteville State University's Benefits Unit assists all employees with eligibility and enrollment in applicable benefits and supplemental benefits plans. To comply with the Affordable Care Act, also known as the ACA or Obamacare, the NC General Assembly passed legislation to create a new health plan for non-employees, such as you, our student and temporary employees. The plan is known as the High Deductible Health Plan, or HDHP. The HDHP provides minimal essential coverage, no greater than the ACA bronze level. Non-permanent employees are eligible to participate in the HDHP if found to work on average 30 hours or more per week over a 12-month employment window, or initially contracted to work 30 hours or more per week. If you are determined to be eligible for participation in the HDHP, you will receive an enrollment email from the benefits team. You will then have a 30-day window to enroll in the plan, if you choose to do so. It is very important to remember that you are responsible for paying the employee portion of the monthly premiums. If you do not pay your portion of the monthly premium on time, your HDHP will be dropped. As a student or temporary employee, you are also eligible to participate in various supplemental retirement plans. FSU offers a variety of supplemental retirement plans you can choose from, such as a 403B plan through TIAA or Fidelity, a 457B plan through TIAA or Fidelity, or the state's deferred compensation plan through Prudential. You have the option to make contributions on a pre-tax and or after-tax through a Roth account with all three supplemental retirement plan options. If you have any questions about your health plan benefits, eligibility, or supplemental retirement plan options, please feel free to contact the benefits team at 910-672-1451. We hope you enjoy this exciting new opportunity at Fayetteville State University. Now go work hard and show your Bronco pride. Go Broncos!
Time for another quick quiz. Who is eligible for benefits? Employees who are initially contracted to work 30 hours or more per week, or who work on average 30 hours or more per week over a 12-month employment window. For which supplemental retirement plans am I eligible? 403B plan, 457B plan, and state's 457 deferred compensation plan. How will you be notified if you are benefits eligible? You will receive an email from the benefits team. Perfect. Now, if you are an FSU student, you are probably already familiar with the One Card and all its amenities. But for our temporary employees, here is some additional information from the Fayetteville State University Bronco One Card office.
Hello, and welcome to Fayetteville State University on behalf of the Bronco Card office. We are excited to share with you some key information concerning your ID card, building access, and more. The Bronco Card office issues IDs for students, faculty, and staff members. Your ID must be with you at all times while on campus, as this is your pass to handle any business on the campus. Your ID will house access needed for your job. It can open perimeter and inside doors with just a swipe. If you will be working in an area that requires a physical key, our locksmiths will be happy to create a key just for you. For temporary employees, you will be issued a faculty or staff ID strictly dependent on the circumstances. In the case that you are given an ID, you must return it once your time with FSU is complete. This is the same with our physical keys from locksmiths. We will need your signature before we give you the key. Therefore, you will be the only one responsible to return this key to avoid any charges. The same goes for our student workers. You more than likely already have a student ID in your possession. You will not need to have a staff ID to work for FSU. We will simply use your student ID for access to classrooms and offices as needed. If you reside on campus, we will have to give you an alternate ID strictly for work access to ensure you still have access to your dorm room. Student workers receiving physical keys are extremely rare and more than likely will not be in need. For our part-time employees, we can only issue you an ID once your information has been sent to us from Human Resources. We like to give our HR department at least 24 hours to send us your information. You may call to check with us before you come in. As stated earlier, you will have access to your classrooms and/or offices on your ID. as well as any physical keys if needed. For anyone, students, faculty, or staff, to have indoor access installed on your card, we will need an email from your department head. There is no exception to this rule for your safety and ours. Your access is good for 1 year. When access has expired, we will again need permission from your department head to put access back on your ID. If a physical key is necessary, you are required to complete a key authorization form, either online or in our office. We will need your signature from your department head, supervisor, and once the form is completed and turned into our locksmiths, they will email you when it's ready for pickup. Please keep your ID and keys in a safe place. There is a $25 charge per key that is lost or stolen. We also ask that a police report is filed with Campus Police. Faculty and staff have the option to add a meal plan to their ID. You may use payroll deduction or pay the total charge at the cashier's office located in the Lilly Gymnasium. Student workers do not have this option. Anyone with an FSU ID, however, have access to our film machines located in the library and student center, which can be used almost as an ATM to put money onto your Bronco Express account, which will allow you to swipe your ID for purchases at the main caf, the Bronco Grill, Java City, C3, and the bookstore located across the street in Bronco Square. We are so happy that you're joining the Bronco family, and congratulations on your new position. We'll see you soon, and don't forget, we'll be taking your picture. Say cheese!
Now, how long must you wait before you are able to obtain a Bronco One card? Where can you go to get the One card? Awesome. Now, the last stop on our orientation agenda, while certainly not the least, is parking. Let's tune into the FSU Department of Police and Public Safety for what you need to know.
On behalf of the Department of Police and Public Safety, I welcome you to Fayetteville State University and the Bronco family. The Department of Police and Public Safety would like to provide you with some pertinent information as it relates to parking on our campus. All faculty and staff are required to register their vehicles upon employment with the university. During your first 30 days of employment, you will receive a 30-day temporary parking permit. Upon the expiration of this temporary permit, you are required to purchase a permanent permit. The permit can be paid for in its entirety or through payroll deduction and is valid until August 31st of the next school term. Vehicles are considered registered when the permit is displayed. Please be aware that parking rules and regulations are enforced 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For detailed traffic information, to include rules and regulations, permit pricing, fines, and citation appeals, please visit the FSU Police and Public Safety website. Again, welcome to the Fayetteville State University family.
Now let's talk about your next steps. There is still the matter of completing the new hire paperwork that was sent to you via email. You must also complete the mandatory employment eligibility verification, otherwise known as the Federal Form I-9. You will need to report to Human Resources on or prior to your first day to submit your original identifications and execute your I-9 form. You will also need to complete the new hire paperwork and submit the originals to the Office of Human Resources. If you are a temporary employee, you will need to complete the Conflict of Interest disclosure and submit it to your supervisor within 2 days of your first day of employment. It has certainly been a pleasure to share this information with you. We look forward to meeting you in person at the Office of Human Resources. And again, welcome to Fayetteville State University. See you soon.